anything ever ironic about a man being sucker punched on the street?
I don't know.
Like, what do you mean the ironic part?
Yeah.
The ironic part about the man being sucker punched is it was Rick Moranis. Like, what does that even mean?
I don't know.
Is Rick Moranis somebody who is known for sucker punching people, or is he like an advocate against sucker punches? Like, what makes that ironic? Do people know what ironic means
Not
anymore?
No.
That's absurd. Rick Moranis got sucker punched in his big ass head.
Yeah, I did. That was a big target.
Yeah,
That guy
but
was just like, bam.
It's kind of funny though. You asked me if I was following that story.
Yeah.
I told you no. You asked me if I knew anything about it, and just my assumption based off of the way the headline was.
You just want some credit for this?
I do want credit for this because this is big. This really marks. This really has. This really highlights the way that the media is trafficking news at the same time as propagating a narrative. They're doing both at the same time all the time.
Yeah.
Right. So they put out the story. The headline says Rick Moranis punched in his head.
They don't want to get canceled.
Yeah. And they do nothing to describe the guy.
Yeah.
Which almost 100% of the time means it was a black person.
Yeah.
Like 100% of the time.
Which is, we should be stopping this man. The sucker puncher, he shouldn't be allowed to just walk the streets and sucker punch old men.
That's his culture, Ansley. POC's sucker punch. We know that about their culture, and that's something that we have to accept or get off the pot.
Don't make me say it, Sydney.
Yeah. I don't know. He did have a big backpack on.
Rick Moranis?
No, the guy that did the sucker punching.
What does that mean?
He could have been a Ghostbuster.
Maybe.
That could have been his Echo Pack, Pack, or whatever. Ecto Pack.
Ectovac?
Could have been his Ecto Pack.
Well, why would that cause him to sucker punch him, though?
Maybe because how hard it is to be a black Ghostbuster in America.
It was hard for the black Ghostbuster barely got any lines, huh?
Barely any lines.
He was like, every time he watched Ghostbuster, he was like, if that black guy sucker punched more people, he would get way more respect. Yes. He's like, I'm going to change the world for the better.
He probably just wasn't making an impact.
Yeah.
Or he's a black ghost.
Yeah, that might be true. I like that one better.
Yeah, that is something black ghosts have been known to sucker punch.
Right, yeah. Obviously.
That'd be hilarious if there were like these weird stereotypes for the different ghosts. And it's like white ghosts were still being Karens. Like, boo, you can't do that. Yeah, that'd be, I don't know. Is that what sucker, like maybe black ghouls sucker punch?
It is a ghoul.
It's a ghoul or a goblin?
It is October. It's like the time of the year.
They didn't even report that.
No.
They just acted like this was some sort of, hate crime of some kind. This is October.
Yeah. The ghouls are out.
This is when the ghouls come out.
And I feel like this year, we definitely opened a porthole to some ghoul manifesto. We don't just have normal ghosts this year. It's ghoul. It's ghoul time.
That's like literally what happened with 2020.
Maybe that's what this is all about. They had to release COVID because they knew the ghoul porthole was open, and they were like, if we allow people to celebrate Halloween like they normally do it, it's going to be the end of the world. So they've been trying to set up a way so they can quarantine us and cancel Halloween. You can't cancel Halloween. There's no way to cancel Halloween.
See, I thought you were going to say they had to release COVID-19 because it disproportionately kills ghouls. I mean, we know that's true, right?
Yeah,
we know that's true. Well, we know what it does to the living blacks.
Yeah.
Maybe it does something even more traumatic to ghouls.
Maybe. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just something to consider. We're just out here connecting dots.
Yeah.
Also, I don't like to characterize anybody as not punchable, but Rick Moranis is a tiny little Jew boy.
Yeah.
Even as an old man, I'm sure he's tinier.
Yeah.
Right. And
wearing glasses.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he looks like a person you shouldn't punch.
He was in the corner too. Think about the way he was walking. Wasn't there something right in front of him too? He was keeping his distance from that guy.
Well, you got to keep your distance from ghouls in
He
2020
knows this.
America.
He knows
yeah.
this. He's a trained
He looks
Ghostbuster.
like he could just. It's just like the hairs on his spine. His spine just starts raising.
Yeah.
You know, and he was. Yeah, you're right. He's a trained Ghostbuster. He could,
Yeah.
he sensed a ghoul coming.
Yeah, he did.
And he did protocol. He did ghoul protocol
Go to the corner.
by going to the corner and letting the ghoul go by, because you don't want to disturb the ghoul, because then
No.
you become cursed or somehow.
Yeah, give
right?
him a space.
Rick Moranis looks like somebody you shouldn't punch.
Yeah.
Like not like because of necessarily his prestige in life, but it's like if you punch that man, he might explode into dust.
Yeah.
Like don't
Yeah.
he might be a maybe
Oh.
he is a black Ghostbuster, and he was checking to see if Rick Moranis was a ghost.
Maybe.
What is a white ghost? A goblin?
Goblin. Yeah, for sure. Ghouls and goblins.
Ghouls and goblins.
Yeah.
Dude, it's always once again we're trying to just it's the ghouls and goblins.
We can't all be the same, Sydney.
Yeah.
You gotta.
It's like there's
categorize
so
us.
many other types of ghosts, but in America, for some reason, it's only about ghouls and goblins.
That's so true.
It's like, what about
Demons,
specters?
specters.
There's a Mexican ghost.
Are you sure?
yeah. Yeah. What are demons? Are they Haitian?
Oh.
What are demons, Ansley? Ooh, this is good. I like it. Native Americans. Native Americans. Oh man. No, it's pretty ridiculous
Yeah.
that is happening in our world. Like, I think he just punched him because he was a white guy. That's kind of what's happening in America right now.
Yeah, he was just like, "There's one white guy here. Nobody's gonna see this.
Yep.
I'm gonna punch him and keep walking."
He
keep
kept
moving."
walking as if punching white guys in America is a thing you do.
Yeah, he did. He pulled up his pants and was like, I'm off to
Yeah.
like go have coffee with my mom or whatever he was gonna go do.
Ghouls do not have coffee with their mom.
No?
No, they do not have coffee. Maybe Arizona tea.
Okay.
Maybe he was off to go have Arizona tea with his mom.
Okay. Some
Maybe.
Kool-Aid?
Maybe. I mean, Kool-Aid. Maybe
Yo,
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, no, that's wild. That's wild that is
Yeah.
an occurrence.
It's so crazy that it happened to be a famous actor too.
You mean ironic?
Yeah, I guess
It's
so.
ironic.
I do.
Like how
Very
is
ironic.
like what is wrong with the news? Like, can you at least tell us why that's ironic?
Well, the fact that he was wearing "I love New." Well, if you love something, you're not supposed to be punching people. Like I
Well,
love New
no.
York so much. You
Did
don't
they
walk
say
around-
did they say it was ironic that he was wearing the I Love New York shirt,
Yeah.
or ironic that it was Rick Moranis?
No, that he was wearing the "I love New York."
Okay, so
sweatshirt.
I was reporting fake news.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you let me go with that for quite a long time before you corrected me.
Sorry about that.
That's pretty. I like it. I like it. We're out here propagating. We're hypocrites. We don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. We never
Yeah.
said we had
You're a ghoul. What do you expect?
Yeah, okay. Man, that's man, Trump. He might be a goblin soon.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
thought he was getting better. Thought they were giving him a cocktail of amazing drugs, and he was feeling great. And he was. I haven't been watching anything. I've just been reading headlines.
Yeah, you just been following Rick Moranis punches.
Yeah.
Just been following. Yeah, no, it's I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's all I know about it as well.
Yeah.
But I
But
just
he's
can't I
gonna be a
can't see
goblin.
this as not being conspiratorial somehow,
Yeah.
right? Because we're dealing with one of two situations. Either they're trying to the whoever is
They.
the deep state,
Yeah.
they're trying to kill Trump
Oh.
right in front of our eyes. They're trying to Epstein him. I don't want to say Epstein, because Epstein has the context of Epstein involves so much child rape.
Yeah.
So I don't want to necessarily classify that, but like killing a person right in front of us
Yeah.
as if we're not watching,
Yeah.
right? Or
They're trying to what's the actor that like none of the charges stick to? Remember the guy that was on the political show?
talking about Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, they're trying
Yeah?
to they're giving him the Kevin Spacey treatment.
What in what way you mean?
Cuz like anybody who accuses Kevin Spacey of anything just dies. Like Kevin Spacey is doing this.
Oh, you think
Obviously.
Kevin Spacey is trying to kill Trump?
Yeah. Duh.
Ooh, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge news.
Yeah. Kevin Spacey is like the leader of the what did you call it?
The
He's-
deep state.
Yeah, he's the leader of the deep state.
He's in there.
Yeah.
He's definitely in there. I don't know. I cannot think of a single Kevin Spacey movie. He's always playing like a
American
slightly like a
Beauty?
gayish bad guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Even in American Beauty, that was for sure a gay dad. You're a gay suburban dad, dude. So Yeah. Or my other conspiratorial option
Yeah.
is that this is something that the Trump campaign is doing to perpetrate the idea that coronavirus, or COVID rather, isn't nearly as bad as people are saying it is.
Yeah.
So, because he's in his 70s, he is a person that is vulnerable for it.
Yeah.
So, if he comes out squeaky clean and healthy, then I guess it's not as bad as people said it was.
Yeah.
So he gets to campaign on that now.
Yeah, but I don't know if that will work because it affects people differently, and then we don't even know about the long-term effects. And now if anything ever happens to him, it'll be like, oh, that's probably happened to him because he got COVID.
That's fair. I mean, that could be the case.
He is old.
He is old.
Something's going to happen to him.
Something's definitely going to happen. But it's, I don't know, man. I think that because everybody's so binary on everything.
Yeah.
That if you open the door for nuance in any capacity, then that opens the door for nuance overall. So if people who are anti-Trump are like, yeah, but it affects people differently, and they're like, finally, that's what we've been trying to say.
Yeah.
It affects people differently. Can we please open the country back up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like there's almost nothing that they can say to dispute their claims that it's not nearly as bad. Look what happened to Trump, without opening the door to completely dispute the claims of it being as dangerous as they say it is.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it's kind of a power play.
Yeah.
I mean, the way that it ends up working out, because Trump is kind of in a no-lose situation unless he comes up goblin. Like, that's the only way this thing beats him, is if it beats him.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it's interesting. You know, it's people are saying that this is something that is being used to distract from the fact that he didn't condemn white supremacy, which he did.
Why does he have to do that again?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
Why are we showing white supremacy so much love as a nation, as a country, as people? Why are we talking about that?
That's the part that I'm tripping over, because they act like people are acting like this question was just like a non-loaded question. They asked him the question as if to say, you know how white supremacy is the biggest problem in America right now? Well, you condemn it.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I don't agree that white supremacy is the biggest problem in America right now. I do condemn it.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's not the biggest problem in America right now. Like, how do you have to, the question was, do you condemn it? But the context of the question is also something that he clearly doesn't agree with.
Right.
So how do you answer that question? Because if he says, yes, I condemn it, then he's also acknowledging that white supremacy is the biggest problem in America.
Right.
Which is not something he agrees with.
Right.
So how do you do that in a succinct
Which
answer?
we know is also what he doesn't like to do. Like, the more he's pushed to give a certain answer, like, I feel like he'll give a different, he won't give into it.
Almost
like,
every time, which is almost, it's definitely an Achilles heel for him.
Yeah.
Because the left can just keep trying to force him to answer questions that they know he's not going to answer.
Yeah, and then they get to claim, look, he wouldn't even say it. He wouldn't even say it. And now they've got their story.
Another power move.
Yeah.
Man, it's
goblins are good.
The goblins are good. The goblins are good. The Ghouls need to get better.
Yeah.
The Ghouls need to play the game.
Well, I mean, they're playing a game.
I mean, they're out there ghost busting. We saw what they did to Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
That's not the game. That's not how you win the game. That is exact. I mean, it's like when you're playing Monopoly and you flip the board.
Yeah.
That's ghoul shit. That's ghoul shit. Why did you flip the board? Because of goblin shit. I don't like the way the goblins are playing the game, man. This shit. So, I don't know. We got to figure something out, man.
Yeah, we got to figure out a way for ghouls and goblins to live together.
Like, why is? Because seriously,
they're like the same thing.
Basically, and if we don't, some Ghostbuster's gonna get us.
Yeah.
We're gonna be sitting there fighting.
Yeah.
And a Ghostbuster's gonna come and just get us both.
I know.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Where I don't like being this susceptible to Ghostbusters.
Like, you mean specifically like me and you, or you mean like the country? Us?
the country, us,
Because I feel like it's me and you. Like, we can't be safe anywhere.
us as ghouls and goblins.
Yeah, hanging out together. If ghouls and goblins aren't getting along, it's
Well,
not a good look for
We're
us.
always getting along everywhere we go.
No,
we're
me and
getting
you
along.
are. But if the other ghouls and goblins aren't getting
Yeah.
along, like,
You're worried about the larger percentage of ghouls and goblins affecting our specific relationship.
I'm just worried about them coming for us. I feel like if the larger percentage of ghouls and the larger percent of goblins are all hating each other and having their ghoul and goblin fight,
Yeah.
like, they're just gonna, like, the fact if me and you as a ghoul and a goblin were having a good time together,
Yeah.
they would not. No, nobody wants that.
They have to make us pick a side.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Sydney, are you a ghoul or a goblin?
Yeah, you have to pick. Like, they're not. Yeah, I don't like. Yeah.
And what's a ghoul to a goblin? That's fair. That's fair. I mean, what are you prepared to do? And what are you prepared to tell your goblins?
I'm ready to go demon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You like, is that what our children are?
Yeah.
Do ghouls and goblins have children? They make demons?
I think so. Well, actually, I guess maybe this is why I've been studying up so much on jinns.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go jinn.
Yeah.
We're a family of jinns.
Is there a biracial face that anybody can be canceled for? Like, is that can we both? Can ghouls and goblins both do biracial face?
Like, we could dress up like biracial.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That might make everybody's head explode. We could try that.
Yeah. How do you even do that? You'd have to go a little brown, I guess. But like, look at her son. Her son.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
maybe give yourself freckles. I don't know.
Freckles, yeah.
I don't know. Put like widen your nose somehow a little bit. Like put something up there, just a little, like a touch.
Just a
Yeah.
little here and a little.
No, you're
freckles.
pushing it up. That's still goblin territory. You got to kind of yeah. So what happens if you go gin?
Your jinn, see, jinn has them all. Jinn, like, there's ghouls, there's goblins, there's vampires, there's demons, there's, all of those are in the jinns. So that's like,
Chinese people are the vampires, right?
yeah, they're the bloodsuckers.
I mean,
yeah.
that's just pretty clear, right?
Obviously, yeah.
Ooh, this is a spooky episode. Started off very spooky. Very spooky. Man, Rick Moranis getting punched in the head. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild. I was watching a documentary on Netflix. First of all, murder is getting way too popular right now.
Oh,
Have you noticed that?
I've been enjoying it.
Well, I mean, I guess murder is always pretty popular in America. But
It's because they got rid of cops. People don't know what to do. There's like this need to be filled. Like, I can't watch cops anymore. What can I watch?
yeah, and it's I guess like old school murders, like big murders that happen.
Oh yeah, there's a show that I've been wanting to watch, like probably not the White House, the house that is white on the hill. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's about goblins.
yeah. The goblins lived in a house, and like one of the family members killed all the rest of the family members, and they blamed it like the retarded girl, but it wasn't her.
Yeah.
Twist.
But is that the story where it was like the dad killed the wife and two daughters?
I don't know this. I haven't watched it yet. I don't know.
But no, this was the big story in America. At
Yeah,
the time.
yeah, it was.
And he worked in an oil field somewhere,
Oh, I don't know.
and he put one of the kids in an oil. He put the dead kids in an oil barrel.
Oh
You remember that?
no.
That was a terrible story.
Yeah.
And what I remember from the story, and then of course they put it on the preview for the Netflix documentary, is that one of the, like, when he was murdering the kids, one of the little girls said, "Daddy, no."
Oh, I remember this story. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I've tried to block it out.
I
Creepy
completely
as-
blocked that out of
Ugh,
my brain.
yeah.
And then now Netflix is like, "No, you didn't.
Really?
We're bringing
Yeah,
it back."
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God.
I remember that. Yeah.
And I don't think I need a documentary to let me know that was a fucking evil goblin.
Yeah.
It's an evil goblin.
Evil goblin.
Ugh. That's right?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, like ESPN is putting out this documentary about the Blade Runner
Oh yeah.
murdering his hot goblin.
Yeah. He got that hot goblin.
He did get that
And
hot
he-
goblin.
Got rid of that hot goblin.
So I have a conspiracy on that I just came up with
Oh.
last night
Oh yeah,
about it.
you were
Because
thinking about it.
keep in mind, we've been on Oscar Pistorius is his name, the legless runner,
But
Blade
he's
Runner.
such a good runner. He was like almost able to go with the leg, the leg having runners, right?
The legged. He almost was able to run with the legged humans.
He's really fast.
Yeah, he was really fast. And and we covered that like way back in the
Yeah.
day in our first incarnation of a podcast before podcast even existed
Yeah.
really. And the whole controversy over that was the fact that his carbon fiber legs that he was wearing gave him like more what am I like not
spring,
elastic, yeah,
like-
spring. That's
yeah.
the word I was looking for. Gave him more spring than a normal leg could give a person.
Yeah.
So
He's
thus
bionic.
allowed him to run faster. So yeah,
Yeah.
he was a bionic man.
Yeah.
So it's like no cyborgs.
Yeah.
We have a strict no cyborg rule in USA track and field,
Yeah.
right? So then he ended up murdering his hot goblin,
Yeah.
right? She was in a bathroom. He shot through the door.
He said he thought there was an intruder.
He thought there was. I do not know how
An intruder,
the intruder
taking a
worked.
shit in his bathroom.
But,
I'll get you, intruder.
but at the same time, he knew his girlfriend was also in that bathroom.
Right.
He was communicating with her through the door.
He was communicating with her.
Yes, that is part of the story. He was communicating, like there was a yelling and screaming. It was chaotic, but he was communicating with her through the door.
Why wasn't she like, I'm fine?
Please put the gun down.
Yeah.
Please.
I think you should
Don't
communicate.
shoot. No. Do not shoot in the door.
Shoot?
Do not shoot in
Should
the
I
door.
shoot? Should I shoot?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna
shoot. Yeah, that's and you know, it was honestly at the time I think they were trying to drum it up as like, look what happens when ghouls and goblins get together. Nothing good.
But they were both goblins, weren't they?
Is she's full goblin.
Yeah.
He's a demon.
Oh, because he's so fast. That's why he's so fast.
Well, no, he's I don't know. He might be the fastest demon ever.
Yeah.
Like, can you think of another half ghoul, half goblin person that was as fast? I mean, Jeremy Warner. Now we're getting like deep in the track and field cuts. Jeremy
Yeah.
Warner was a 400-meter runner
Yeah.
who had a short time,
Yeah.
but then he got took over by a ghoul pretty quickly.
This is so hard to follow.
Yeah. I'm having no problem at all. This all makes total sense to me. We have ghouls, goblins, demons. It's like, a ghoul is a black person. A goblin is a white person. A demon is when they make kids. It's so simple.
Allison Felix is a full ghoul.
She's full ghoul.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, most
Lolo Jones, she's not a full.
That's a demon.
That's a demon.
She's a demon.
She acted like a demon.
She
too.
she was very demonish. Very demonish. She couldn't figure it out.
Uh-uh.
She tried to act like 100% goblin.
Yeah.
Then she tried to act 100% ghoul.
Yeah.
And then she's like, neither of this is working. Let me do some demon shit.
Bobsled.
Yeah, it's like that's where America sends its demons. It's just like, you fucking go bobsled, man. It's just ridiculous. So now, is it easy to follow?
Yeah,
back to
I'm
back to
back on
being easy
board.
to
I'm
follow.
back
Back
on
on board.
Yeah.
So, so he, you know, again, he's a demon,
Okay, he's a demon.
and so you know, I thought that they were trying to like make it racial back, but like we weren't in a very racial climate back then.
No.
So it really couldn't stick. Like nowadays, that would be huge. Like the fact that he was a demon and she was a full goblin
Yeah.
would be
Yeah.
all of the rage, and it would they of course be blaming it on his goblin side. You're that goblin and you got that goblin. So here's my new conspiracy theory,
Okay.
right? Because I think there was a third person there.
Yeah. You think they were freaky? They were getting freaky.
I think there was some freak shit happening.
Yes.
I think there was some freak shit.
And
But
he got jealous.
So I considered that. I considered that to be the case, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it was that.
No.
Because I mulled that over some more.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was quite that. What I think happened is she caught him butt banging something. Ghoul, goblin, demon, specter, vampire.
Okay, and he freaked out.
He freaked out because he couldn't handle the idea of him being exposed.
Yeah.
You know, because
You can't be a legless man.
which is like, I mean, could you really all the ridicule you'd have to deal with that? It's like
Does he wear the blades?
he'd have to wear the blades. Either way, he'd have to wear the blades. Either if he didn't wear like bottom or top, right?
Yeah.
If he's on the top, he needs legs. He needs legs. You gotta thrust, right? And if you're on the bottom, and if you don't have the legs, you're like a koozie. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's got to be slightly demoralized. And I'm pretty sure for the person on top, that's like, oh man, I'm crushing.
Yeah.
I'm crushing right now. This guy, his legs aren't even, his nubs aren't even touching the floor.
Oh, this is a good theory though.
It is, right?
Yeah.
It's the more I think
Makes a
about
lot
it,
of
the
sense.
more I think it has something
Because it wasn't
to
a
do with
money
it.
thing.
For
it
sure
wasn't,
not.
they seemed like they were in love. Like,
It
whatever,
seemed
you
like
know?
it. Seemed like they, I mean, again, like, I don't know how public their relationship was. Everything that I know about their relationship came out after he killed her.
yeah.
So it's almost in hindsight that we're saying that they seem like a happy couple,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, it kind of did.
He's not, well, I'll put it this way. He's not getting anything else he's not getting anything from killing her besides keeping her quiet.
Exactly. So the desperation, unless he's just like a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, which,
Like,
eh.
you know, he just wanted to see if he garnered enough fame to be able to get away with murder.
True.
I mean, that seems, as far as likelihood is considered, especially when you consider the fact that psychopaths and sociopaths are so unlikely compared to closeted
Yeah. Yeah.
butt bangers,
Yeah.
right? I think there's way more of those than psychopaths in the
I think
world.
so. I think
right?
so.
So I think that is, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like to make up theories and then wholeheartedly believe them. Like, that's
But you're
not
going
really,
with this one?
I am, man. Because this is so confusing. It
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense. And again, he kept harping on the fact that he thought there was an intruder,
Yeah.
which is
Person
huge.
there's another person in the house.
Yeah, which is almost a way to be like, to explain away the fact that there was another person in the house.
Yeah.
And he didn't quite know what it was. And then, like, I guess the person got away. I don't know. So maybe he got caught butt banging a person. She walked in. She was coming in quickly. And then the person that was being butt banged or doing the butt banging, the third party,
Yeah.
had to get away.
Yeah.
He fled into the bathroom
Yeah.
to get out the window,
Yeah.
right? Because he probably already had that plan. Like when
An
you
escape plan.
yeah, when you're doing that,
When you're cheating.
when you're cheating
Yeah.
and you're in the house of the person, like when you're in the house and you're cheating with the
R.
person,
Kelly tells us about it. You don't want to get trapped in a closet.
never want to be trapped in the closet.
Right. Yeah.
You don't want to be a fucking ghoul in the closet.
No.
Is there a ghoul in that closet? I hear the faint sounds, the faint wailings of a ghoul in that closet.
Yeah.
It's like, shut in the closet.
Definitely.
I can hear. Right? So very, very, for sure.
So
You don't want to get trapped in the closet.
You
You
know
have an
which
escape
window
plan.
you're going to go out.
Exactly. So she came in. He escaped. He fled.
She followed him to the bathroom?
Maybe she didn't even see that it was a him.
Yeah.
Because if she did, she would have just been able to be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
You know, were you guys stretching? You know?
Is that a track thing?
yeah. Were you guys doing track shit in here? Like, track people are so weird. Which is, he probably would have been able to get away with that.
Yeah.
Because track people are the weirdest athletes
Yeah.
that exist.
For sure.
Right? So he like, oh, is this stretch works better on the bed? Like, it's just whatever, you know. So she probably didn't even see the human that went into the room, but she could hear it, thinking that it was a woman that she was going to confront.
Yeah.
She went in to confront him, and then saw that it was a guy, because she saw like one hairy leg that was like coming out, like going out the window. Dude, that is a man leg.
Yeah.
Like, maybe she even recognized the leg.
Maybe.
That I think so. I think it was somebody that they both knew.
Yeah.
And then now she's freaking out.
Yeah.
And now he's freaking out with his butt agape.
Yeah.
I don't think you make good decisions when your butthole is agape. It can't possibly. It can't possibly. Like, if you've been caught with your butthole agape, there's got to be a panic.
Yeah.
Right? Or if you were caught in a butthole, like, these seem like, I mean, these seem like grounds for temporary insanity. Like, nobody necessarily knows how to handle that situation.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do if you get caught? You know, like, it's not like you're not just cheating, you know, but you're also lying about your sexuality.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that is a big exposure moment of, like, your whole reality crashes in, right?
Yes.
Because this is his happy relationship. This is his facade. Now, if this is what happened, now it's all done. Like, he's a different person.
Oh,
She sees him as a different person.
It's over for him.
Yeah.
His reputation.
Because he's made it something that he's got to hide from the world.
Yeah.
And
And of course, this is, of course, in his own mind.
yeah.
Little did he know that he'd be a hero.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Right.
And like, she would have been. That is another crazy
goblin.
thing to think about, right?
Yeah.
Because if he didn't kill her, the whole situation probably would have assassinated her character somehow.
Yeah.
Because she would have been upset that he was doing the butt stuff.
Yeah.
And then the role would have been like, don't shame him for that.
Yeah.
It's hard coming out in South Africa and facing all of the whatever, you know, gay people have to
Judgment.
face
Yeah.
in South Africa.
Yeah.
It's like he was brave. You know, he has no legs. Like, he has no legs. So, yeah, that's
He didn't play that one right.
yeah. Yeah, because originally I thought it was how you thought it was going to be. Well, maybe a little differently, but I thought there might have been jealousy involved because maybe they had like a third dude in there, and then he was watching how he was using his legs to get that leverage, and he was like, "Fuck,
No.
fuck,
Yeah.
I'll never be able to thrust like that." You know,
Dude, with his carbon fiber legs, I'm sure he got some good thrusting.
dude.
You get the angle right. That's a good bounce, right?
Yeah, but he probably also, if you get the angle, it's probably like
Launched her over the
exactly.
bed.
There's no in between. There's no in between. It's like it's either your carbon fiber legs are like slipping all over the place as you're trying to get leverage,
Yeah.
or you're like throwing her into the wall. You know, it's like there's no in between. So it probably sucks to some
Maybe.
degree. You know, I don't know. I don't watch that type of porn. Carbon fiber leg porn.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen it. I haven't really seen it. I know it's big.
Yeah.
I know it's big in South Africa.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it. But that's my take on that crazy story.
All right.
So I think I figured it out.
Yeah.
I've not watched the documentary, and I don't know if I want to, man. I don't know if I want to get like super involved in the lives of like murderers and murderees.
I'll
like
watch
this.
it for you.
Yeah?
I'll let you know. Yeah.
Okay, let me know.
I'm already a demon or a goblin, Sydney. I can do this.
Like I'm fine with like serial killers. That seems a little more passive to me.
Oh, yeah?
Because
Huh.
because one documentary can't get as deep into each murderee's life
Oh.
as they can if there's like one murder.
Yeah.
You know, it's like now we're getting super involved in the murderer's life and super involved in the murderee's life. And it's
Yeah.
like, man, these were people.
Yeah.
You know? But if you just like if it's a serial killer and he's got like 5 or 6 of them and you kind of like gloss over each one.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, that was a Karen, that was a this, that was a, you know what I mean? And you have to like label them.
That what was that last the Golden State Killer one that I watched?
Yeah.
It was the like creepiest part of that thing was watching the people that had survived his attacks, and like because he attacked couples and like you're seeing this couple that there's like one couple that stayed together
Yeah.
and you're seeing them like what it's done to them as they relate to each other. Like there's no doubt that they loved each other, but it's just like it was just so weird to watch that, like,
Yeah.
they both had to live with this event for the rest of their life, and it was like, ooh.
Yeah, it's like almost like the couples that don't stay together. It's like, why did you not stay together?
Oh, I know.
Unless you're like, man, it's not safe around you.
Yeah.
Because we didn't see how either one of them responded in that situation.
Yeah.
I'm sure that has a lot to do with whether or not those couples stay together.
Yeah.
Or, like that movie you're watching where the guy
Yeah.
grabbed his phone and ran during an avalanche.
Yeah.
Left his
Yeah.
wife. Yeah, it's
Oh,
like,
where are you going?
yeah, it's like, dude. It's like, come back here. Go. Yeah, that's, yeah, I don't know, man. It's a lot of murder. A lot of murder going down. It's going down man. We spent a lot of time. we moved. We
got caught up in that.
Yeah, we did. Man. Oh well, this might lighten things up a little bit.
Okay.
Right. So, getting towards the end of the Empire of the Summer Moon book, the book about the Comanches.
Okay.
Right. And I know I started it like last year sometime,
Hey.
but it's like there's so many other books, and it's like you just want to. It's just you're listening to one thing the whole entire time and get a little bored, right? Do you know anything about General Custer?
I think so.
Like, what do you know about General Custer?
He was a short man.
He might have been.
He like
He might. I think he might have been a big guy.
big man. I don't know. Okay, General Custer. He betrayed them, right? He backstabbed the Indians. Like he was working with them first, and then it was like, I don't know. Go ahead. Tell me.
There was the okay. I think what you're trying to express is that allegedly, or at least as it is reported at times, is that the Indians betrayed him.
Okay.
Which is the reason for his defeat at Little Bighorn.
Yeah.
Because he had his last stand.
Yeah.
That's not what happened.
Okay.
What happened? His Indian scouts told him he was about to get Blade Runnered, and he was like, "No, I'm not.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep going."
Yeah.
Yeah, but
why? Because he thought he was like, they can't beat me. Like, I've got guns.
Maybe, but Custer was a fucking idiot.
He was just an idiot.
He was an idiot.
Yeah.
And he like his what was it? His West Point class or whatever military school that he went to. In his graduate class, there were 34 people. He was ranked 34 out of those 34
There's
people.
like a big pride at West Point to be the last in your class. There's like a couple famous people that were last in their class.
Custer was one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, Custer was one of them. And then there was, he got a lot of demerits. Like he wasn't really, at the time, he had the record for demerits or citations or whatever it is that they get. I think it was demerits.
Yeah.
It's like, how many do you think? How many would you guess? If he had, this is Custer. This is in the time of Custer, like the 1800s, right?
Let's see. You're there for 4 years. I think he can get 2 a month. I think he's got 60 demerits.
60 demerits, 700 over 700 demerits.
Holy moly!
Yeah, and 34th in his and last in his class.
It's like all they had to bring extra teachers in just to give him demerits.
It's like, what the fuck are you, Ferris Bueller? Like, why do you have so many demerits, dude? What is wrong with you? What is it, Zach? What are you, Zach Wilder? Like, what is this? What is this, man? So, but he was also, there was another, like Mackenzie. So Mackenzie and Custer were kind of coming up at the same time. Mackenzie was like a military genius. Custer was last in his class, all those demerits. But he had a big personality.
Yeah.
And he was able to make people like him, right? So he was just fucking a bimbo, right? As a male bimbo.
Yeah.
Who was like involved in war.
Yeah.
He's a war bimbo.
Yeah.
And that's what led to his last stand. His ego.
Yeah.
His ego, just like these fucking demons don't know shit. Or what are Native Americans? But that's what savage. These savages don't know.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because up until the point where he was like, nah, like they had led him everywhere he needed to be. It's been nothing but success.
Because of them.
Because of them.
Yeah.
And then they get to this one point where he's just like, nah, we're good. We're
Yeah.
good.
We're gonna keep going.
Yeah, he's gonna kill all my men.
Yeah.
It's just gonna. Yeah. So it's pretty wild. Pretty wild. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I didn't
Yeah.
know. I thought Custer was more of a like an honorable man
Yeah.
who was doing what he believed in and just kind of got Don Quixote'd at the last second.
Yeah.
You know. But it's like, nah, this was a fucking flaming idiot who was just like, he's racist. he was a relatively awful man.
So you're saying we should take his statues down?
No, because he was really fun to be around.
That gives you points.
Yeah, that gives you, especially if as far as like a statue is concerned.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, he was a fucking party. Yeah. Erect that statue. Come on, party. Probably party right around his statue.
Yeah.
You know, just like, yeah, her. Yeah, that's
Sure.
yeah, that was funny to me. It's just like finding out that he was an idiot. Was
Yeah.
the best.
It's good
Yeah.
stuff.
Why is it that people are hailed for being last in their class at West Point? Like, what is that about?
Well, because it's hard to get 700 demerits and not get kicked out, right? So you're like toeing the line
Yeah.
of like being the worst, but you're still a West Point graduate.
Yeah.
And like there's something about, because it is all following rules, like everybody, of course the first in the class, everybody's like, "Oh my God, you're amazing." But there's something about like
Yeah.
the person, the rebel, that still makes it through,
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Like, if you're first in your class, you are a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Like, what a fucking dorky nerd you are.
Yeah.
You did everything they said. Like,
Yeah.
what is wrong with you, man?
Yeah. You're a little
Yeah.
bit of a robot.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because the
Man.
military is a little bit like, the military needs people that are a little bit off their rocker sometimes. Like they herald the guy that will just charge in, like
That was-
caution to the wind.
That was Custer.
Yeah.
He was brave.
Yeah.
He was not the brightest man. And I think there was even so it was like there was a little bit of an opposite thing going on. It was like not the brightest man, but his soldiers loved him,
Yeah.
right? And then there was Mackenzie, who was like this strategic genius, and like almost every skirmish that he went into, he came out with like minimal casualties,
Yeah.
but he was super hard on his soldiers.
Yeah.
He was so hard on his soldiers that they multiple times considered a mutiny. Like, not just like, yeah, do you think we should mutinize this guy? But they were like writing it down, like, this is how we're going to get him. It was like sending letters to each other. I agree with this. I signed it. It was like they were like, there are letters. There are letters that can
Petitions?
be read. Yeah.
Petition.
Yeah. There were also plans to just, on the battlefield, shoot him in the head.
Oh shit.
Yeah. They were going to get him.
Yeah.
Like, he was that hard on them that
But
they were
then
going
they're
to get
like,
him.
I think I want to live.
Yeah, it was like, but it was like, I think that's kind of what happened. So it was like, dude, we got to shoot this motherfucker in the head. As soon as we get on the battlefield, as soon as somebody gets a clear shot, get him. And then on the battlefield with these Indians, and they looked around and like, dude, we won. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep you riding high for a couple days.
Yeah, because you get to go home.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's pretty wild, man. It's like, yeah, I don't know why, but for some reason I just started thinking about, so, they were getting these guns, right? And this is like when guns were evolving at a rapid pace. Like the Colt 45 was like the first big gun, and some rifle was with the what are they called? The Texas Rangers. Damn it.
Okay.
Yeah. I was about to say the Comanche killers. Because that's what they were. They were started to kill Comanches.
Yeah.
Right? So they had this one gun, like a Gatling gun of some kind, like that would like a big caliber gun, and they describe it would like rip horses in half.
Ew.
And the bullet would keep going.
Yeah.
It was just like, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
That sounds gory.
Yeah.
Those are probably some of the goriest wars that ever existed in human history.
Yeah.
Just like the way it's just like whenever was it, I guess if with a catapult or a trebuchet.
Oh, look at you, so fancy.
A trebuchet.
Okay.
They could, throw a big giant boulder
Yeah.
and it would like mow down a line
Yeah.
of something. Like I guess that was probably pretty brutal. But these like, I forget what caliber bullets they were, but they were just like ripping horses in half through the whole entire battlefield.
Was this like the 20s and 30s? When was this happening?
It was 18,
Oh.
like 1840s, 50s, 60s, 70s.
Okay.
Yeah, it lasted for a while. Like,
Yeah.
But when they started getting the real sick guns, were like in the 60s and 70s.
Okay.
But yeah, this is a while ago,
Yeah.
right? It's like, yeah, it's a pretty long time ago. So yeah, what else you got, lady? Did you get everything out about the gins? I know we kind of got off topic. We
Oh yeah, I'm good with the gins.
Good with the gins? All right, man. We really only talked about two things. Yeah.
Well, important topics. You gotta dive in there deep.
You gotta. That's what we do. We do the deep dive.
Yeah.
You know, we don't like race through topics. We kind of like, we really get into one.
Yeah.
You know, really get everywhere, like in and out. But so a funny thing that's happening right now in society though is that like Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley are being turned on by Black Twitter.
Oh no! What for?
Just because they're saying like, cut it the fuck out.
Really?
Yeah, they're like, come on, let's get it together.
Oh.
This isn't all racism.
Really?
Let's have some accountability.
Yeah.
And then,
I'm sure as like a black millionaire, some of this is kind of like, hey guys, like I've got to do pretty much everything I wanted to in my life.
yeah, to some degree, right?
Yeah.
But also, they're kind of all going both ways right now.
Yeah.
Because, like Shaq at one time was talking about how he was embarrassed to be an American right now with the way things are happening.
Yeah.
Where it's like, dude, what? You're embarrassed to be an American? Like the richest sports athlete in the history of sports?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You know, but then, and of course it was like, yeah. But then he's like, well, some of this isn't racism. And then people were like, dude, you fucking suck.
No.
You know, so it's just a weird thing to see. They're getting Charlemagne too. I don't know what they're getting him for.
Really? They're gonna get everybody.
Basically,
Who's gonna be left?
there's gonna be no ghouls left. We're gonna create like that's what's gonna happen. Like these protesters, this Black Lives Matter movement is gonna eliminate all the ghouls
Yeah.
and leave us a world with only goblins.
Yeah.
Which seems like the exact opposite of what they want.
Yeah.
You know, hold on, I'm gonna find this Charles Barkley quote real quick. Because he said something. I mean, he said something good. I think I remember it being good.
I mean, these are also two humans that are known for saying outlandish stuff too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, let's not forget where they came from.
Okay, so specifically, what they're both talking about is the Breonna Taylor case,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
And basically, what they're saying is like, we got to look at the evidence. Like, look at the evidence.
Yeah.
You guys are out here trying to make it seem like Breonna Taylor was this saint, and she wasn't. You know, she was involved in a lot of criminal activity. This is not what black people are.
Yeah.
And people are flipping out about that, which I agree with those sentiments. I again, it gets annoying that we have to see ourselves as black people in the worst of us out there doing terrible shit.
Yeah.
You know, and then even me, somebody like Neil deGrasse Tyson, like even me, I'm like, fuck that dude. You know?
Yeah.
But it's like we and that's part of my conditioning.
Yeah.
It's like this dweeby black guy who's probably never even had to deal with real black issues. We're gonna listen to him say anything about black.
Yeah.
You know? It's like he's been acting like a goblin his whole entire life.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, shut up, Sydney.
Yeah.
Shut up. Like, that is a ghoul.
Yeah.
He's been a ghoul his whole entire life, even though he doesn't act like a stereotypical ghoul.
Yeah.
It's what he is.
Yeah.
Let's not dismiss his experience because it doesn't match the experience of, you know, the ghouls that we're saying are being attacked or whatever, you know. It's like, no, he's not one of the ghouls that would be ghostbusted. He's not likely to be ghostbusted for any reason.
No.
He's a good ghoul.
Yeah.
Man, wow. I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think we're good on this. I think we'll take a little break and then do a little Patreon episode. And yeah, everybody, thank you so much for listening. Let me get these shout outs real quick on this. Hope this episode was easier to follow than than you know, whatever. Shout out Mike Butler, Mike Levy, Liz Bott, Doc, Kevin Stevens, Julian from Canada, Kevin Lau, Mary Jo, Nicole, Janelle, Raj, Courtney, Rick, Andrew Pace, what up? Keith Butts, Kyle Hancock, Erica Daniels, Levi Mercer, Justin Masabi, Ezekiel Ellis, Logan, Ryan, Roger Down, Joe, Rob, Joe Francis, and his girlfriend's company, Saved by the Reef. Almost forgot Meg.says.so. What up? And the TJ James, our man down under, holding us down under. Nick Cupsey and his 2 books, Lost in the Mail and The 5 People You Meet in Wawa. Good guy. This old guy, don't remember who you are. Kevin McGran and Chris Bruno, don't ever want to forget them. Graham Hoffman, Chris Tucker, and his cool-ass fucking beef jerky, Mother Tucker's beef jerky. Or jerky, just Mother Tucker's jerky. I don't know. Maybe he does pork jerky. Does anybody do pork jerky?
I don't know. Doesn't he have some sauce now, too?
Is bacon pork jerky?
Yes, maybe.
Huh.
They just don't call it pork jerky.
Man, Chris Tucker, he's definitely got the sauce.
Yeah.
He's got the sauce. Derek Towson, my brother with a different last name, who wants me to explain it, but we don't have the time. Sean Dowdy, my man. Guy Patterson, not his real name, but he knows who he is. And Brian Bachner. Yeah, we added Brian Bachner on there just because he's always crushing it on Facebook. Because I don't have a very consistent or thorough internet presence.
Yeah.
So anybody that kind of does anything with my internet presence, I appreciate it. Because it's like it's definitely inconsistent. So I appreciate anybody willing to deal with that.
Yeah.
And of course, you're listening to Melissa Bio Kingdom and her band Circadian Clock right now. Look them up. Spotify. Circadian Clock. So, all right. Thank you so much for listening. We love you all. We're out.
Got you.